He has achieved enlightenment. He now understands the world of the cave for what it was, a pale imitation of a much richer, more complex, and more beautiful reality. The honors and praise of his fellow prisoners, once so important, now seem utterly trivial. So what does he do? He could stay in the sunlit world, enjoying his newfound wisdom, but he is overcome with a sense of pity for those still chained in the darkness. He feels a duty to go back down and share the truth. And here we come to the most tragic part of the allegory. When he re-enters the cave, his eyes, now accustomed to the bright light of the sun, cannot adjust quickly to the darkness. He stumbles around. He can no longer see the shadows on the wall with the same clarity as the other prisoners. He tries to explain to them what he has seen, that their reality is just a faint copy of a real world, that there's a fire and puppeteers and a sun. How do they react? They laugh at him. They say the journey outside has ruined his eyes and made him a fool. He's no longer good at their game of identifying shadows. His talk of a world above sounds like the ravings of a madman. If he tries to unchain them and lead them out, Plato says they would become so hostile that they would seize him and kill him. People do not like having their reality threatened. We often prefer a comfortable lie to an inconvenient truth. The story of the returning prisoner is the story of every great thinker, revolutionary, or whistleblower who tried to show people a different way of seeing. It is the story of Socrates, Plato's teacher, who was sentenced to death by Athens for corrupting the youth by encouraging them to question their assumptions. It is the story of anyone who has ever tried to point out the puppeteers and been shouted down by the shadow watchers. So, the allegory isn't just a story about ancient prisoners. It is a profound psychological and philosophical map of our own existence. We are all, to some extent, living in a cave of our own making. It might be the cave of our social circle, our political party, our profession, or simply the cave of our own unexamined habits and assumptions. These caves are comfortable. They provide us with a sense of identity and belonging. The shadows are simple, and the rules of the game are clear. To leave the cave is to embrace critical thinking. It is to have the courage to turn your head